Hello guys, welcome to episode 2 of our time with AIK and this Scandinavian Journeyman save. This was supposed to be the one where we finally got a league win. And I'm coming back. I've said I'll come back for the Atalanta game and potentially we will be playing that. But something has happened that has surprised me a little bit. Let's just have a look at the results. So we lost that game against Norrköping as we were sort of trying to find a formation. It's not the ideal game to have. Then we had the game against Borisia Dortmund. Wasn't expecting much out of that. Actually, we played okay. We conceded a couple of goals early on, but we didn't play too badly. I wasn't too disappointed with that. The problem I'm finding with this team is we've got a lot of players who can play kind of on the outside of the pitch, but very few who can do it effectively in the centre of the pitch. We don't have a really good central midfield partnership. We've got a good defensive midfielder. We've got a good midfielder who can play just behind the front two, but we don't have anyone who can play in that sort of hole between the two who's any good. And we've got a terrible goalkeeper as well, and we've also got a lot of issues with too many foreign players and not enough Swedish players. Many issues in this club, many issues. I've just come through a fairly straightforward run of results, as you can see. So after that we beat the team with the long name 2-1. Fine, decent performance. Could have scored a few more goals. I was happy with that. Where Hammarby, we were doing all right. We played well. I'm still not convinced with the strikers we've got. We lost Jolly there, which was a bit of a pain. Probably should have got a win out of that. We had enough chances to win it and didn't manage to. And then we played Häcken, who were right up with us, and we didn't beat them. We drew 0-0. To be fair, we didn't have Jolly, we didn't have the back of the two big players. We were basically playing with sort of backups. And I was thinking, well, this is all. We're sort of building a tactic up. We're building our way into this side. We're not really expecting to do much, considering we were way behind in the league when we joined the club. And then I received this. So the board are very disappointed with the club vision progress. Now, it didn't say win the Premier League. I'm pretty sure it didn't say win the Premier League. I'm pretty sure it said challenge for the Premier League, and we've apparently failed that. I don't think the wins that if we'd have won a few more games it would have made any difference. So I will show you this guy. I think this guy looks a bit good. This is the sort of player we're able to get to now. Finishing is not that good, but look at what else he can do. I'm quite excited by that. But yeah, it's a bit of a bugger, because I might have screwed that up even more, because I did want to come back and I was halfway through talking to them. I'll hand over to Robert Falk and here we go. This is where we were, and we've got to this screen, and virtually all the options are I'm going to resign, and there isn't the option to say, well, the players I've got here aren't good enough. We need an overhaul in the summer or the winter, as it were, and there was no chance for us winning the league when we got here. Now, admittedly, I maybe should have made it clear that that's not what I felt we could do, but I honestly thought they would give me some time. So what I've decided to go, because the only ones that are actually not for me to resign, I'm not going to resign here, are this one here. The last thing the club needs is more upheaval, and you should show some faith in me. I don't know who you're going to bring in that is better than me, which is a bit, there is plenty of that. And if you sack me, the fans won't be happy. I don't think the fans will care, because we haven't really started brilliantly. We had a really tough start. I think I don't know who you're going to bring in who's better than me is not going to work. So the only option we have, I think, that it's got any possibility of working is kind of doing the old double bluff and saying, well, if you do this, you don't want to put any more upheaval. We're coming towards the end of the season. I've been here 5 games. Is that really what I mean, that's what I want to say. 5 bloody games. You've given me no time at all. This is not the bloody Premier League. So we're going to go with it. And that's... Oh, wow. Well, give me another chance. So, what does that mean? What does that mean? What is another chance? It's a really vague, really vague thing. Win the Premier League. So yeah, I mean, they said challenge. They didn't say win it. They said challenge it for it. Now, I haven't really done that. And they're reserving judgment. Well, I don't know. They say just a second. They say I failed to win the league next season. Now, that's just come into my mind. I might well win the league next season. Why are you saying that I might not win the league next season, or I won't win the league next season? Is that because you're going to sack me? If anyone can explain that, because next season will be next season. What does that mean? What does that mean? What kind of request from them? I think it's probably a bad idea to request anything from them at the minute. Right, we're going to play Atalanta today, and the short-term targets laid out at the club, but that was talking about next season. No, nothing changes. I'm going to criticise it. I'm happy. Yeah, I'm going to really criticise it at this point. We need to suck up as much as we can. So we've lost our defensive midfielder. It is just utterly crazy at the minute. And I don't get what... Oh, no, we haven't. Or maybe we have. He's off. No, he's still here. I don't really know what to make of it. It must be a glitch. I mean, I can get it if they're saying, well, we could have done a bit better this season. Why you'd be saying that after 5 games is utterly mad in my mind. So we're gonna see how we do against Atalanta. I didn't think we were too bad in the last game. We're having to put all sorts of people in here that we don't want to have to put in here. For example, this youngster Jupic, who's a 1.5 star player, but he's Swedish, so he gets to go in. Right, we'll come back for the well, actually, let's just take you through. This is now the formation that I'm trying out. The idea here is that we have a very good defensive midfielder. We need someone who is a lot better there. Once we get Debaka back, and he's somewhere near back, we can have him there, which is going to be excellent. And then we got Jolly on the left. This seems really good to me. We can't play Dalby in this formation, but we need to work out who's best, Riviera or Dalby. Neither of them are scoring goals at the minute, which isn't great. Right, team we're going with is Riviera up top, Jolly on the left. In attacking midfielder, we've got Mackay. On the right side, Hoppenhang, Morvan in the sort of bizarre formation. It's really hard to go through. In the centre with Goth just behind him. Back four of a Kansen, Planell, who's a young Swede, come through the AIK youth system. Peters and Magnusson with Linear in goal, who we really need to get rid of. He is not good enough. We need a quality Swedish goalkeeper. That is my take on this. So we need to be looking for one of those in pre-season. There's a lot of work to do. A lot more work than I thought when I first got here. So let's see what we can do. A win here would be bloody fantastic, because Atalanta are a decent side, and if we can show that we are capable of competing with the likes of Atalanta, I think that will help our case a little bit. If we lose this one again, then that's not going to do us good. So it's a fairly important game, I feel. Well, it's a decent start. Goth, who is not the strongest player in the world, Magnusson, got it. We seem to be on super slow at the minute. I don't know why that is. There we go. No, that's too fast. Sorry. Oh, God. Right, here we go. This is Magnusson, ball in, hop and hang, and Jolly, or whatever he wants to be called, gets the goal. So 1-0. That's pretty damn good. We'll praise him. We haven't been in front a lot, and this looks fairly impressive. I mean, Atalanta, as we've seen from the verses, say when we're many years on in the future, but are a decent side. So yeah, I mean it's a fun old situation, isn't it? Coming up against the likes of Atalanta, Borisia Dortmund. It's a tough group. If we can manage to win over Atalanta, that's got to help us. Hop and hang. He has got himself injured, but we do have. Can Dalby play on that right side? I don't know. Diaz can do a job out there. I'm so looking forward to having Dabaka back for the last part of the season. I think it's going to be hugely helpful. I think losing him was just a turd, to give it its correct name. Peters. We won't say anything at the minute. Yeah, I think I really have to work hard. Going to have to really work hard in the transfer window. I think we've got enough. We've got all the funds to be able to do these things. But what we need to make sure is we don't do anything silly, and we actually get that far. Meligoni, Varnia, a nice little one-touch play here. That's a lovely ball, and Carletti. It's over the top. I thought with that length of highlight it was going to be a goal for them, but no. We will finally shove that praise button. I think we need to praise them in a situation like this where we have gone the first half currently ahead against a very good Atalanta side. I don't know where they are in their league, but I mean, they're bound to be full of quality. So very nice 1-0 victory. I think what we want to do is, if we can, come third and just drop into the UEFA Cup, or the Europa League. I'll show my age there. The Europa League sort of playoff bits, the knockout phase. I think that would be pretty cool if we can manage that. But this is the key game. I think we need to win this. Obviously, the return game is going to be important. I forgot about that. Morvan. Oh, there was a chance there. Why are you heading across the goal from there? That was just mad. Oh. Yeah, what is, just on the subject of this, what is the shortest time that you've been at a club before you got sacked? I mean, what I'd be fascinated to know. Have you ever played 5 games and been taken into the office? Particularly, you've only lost 1 league game amongst that. Right, we're doing all right. We are doing all right. What I'm going to do here, I think, is going to bring on Dalby and see how he does in this position. I'm not quite sure who the best player is up there. Dalby hasn't really done it for me. I mean, me and him have got a history. I didn't really rate him in for Viking either, which is partly why we got rid of him. I couldn't quite make it work. Nagash, on the other hand, I mean, he's an option, isn't he? We could look to maybe, oh dear, Jolly, Mr. Jolly. If Nagash is a possibility of bringing in, that might be an interesting one. We have to think Swedes, but I'm sure there are Swedes to be got. It's very, very impressive so far. Got to say, Goth's done all right. Morvan. Oh, over the top again. Disappointing. I feel we might live to regret this. Linear into P&L. Oh, and there we go. Oh, good God, what happened there? Well, somehow, I don't even know where that ball is. That's it looked in the back of the net, didn't it? But yeah, we're at 86 minutes. I'm just gonna go to more disciplined. We'll time waste. We'll bring that tempo down, and we'll do that. We've got another sub to make, so we know we can do that. Oh no, Radu's got it. He's going to fire it up the pitch, isn't he? We know that's going to happen. Oh my lord. Oh, that's awful. I mean, it's a save, but my god, he does feel just absolutely terrible, doesn't he? Oh, it's in. It's a bloody pinball goal. Oh, that we were doing so well, and then for that that's the last thing we bloody needed right now. It's the last thing we needed. Nuts. What are you doing, guys? We've had so many chances and have we screwed it up? Oh no. Oh dear, if that had gone in, I might have resigned. I thought it's not for us. Well, I mean, Atalanta are a decent side. I think, come on board. You have to see that as a good performance, surely. Satisfied. Fuck hell. Right, Hoppenhang, he's out. He's fractured his arm. Great. Send him to the specialist. That's just what I wanted, isn't it? Get 755,000. That's not the number, but we'll just go with it. Oh, right. Okay, guys. If I'm still in my job, we're going to come back, of course, for the Örebro game, and yeah, that's obviously the game we're going to come back for, and we'll probably have a little look at the stadium then if we can. If we come back earlier than that, there's probably a reason for it. As always, thank you very, very much for dropping on by. Leave a comment about this chaotic situation down below, and I will see you next time. Thank you very much. Goodbye.